Hey everybody! I'm going live. I'm doing it. And I got my new Christmas turtleneck on. Oh, I really wanted a turtleneck, and my mom got me two glorious turtlenecks. It's the first time I'm wearing it, and I'm so happy. See, this turtleneck is money. Um, so so, oh, yay, Facebook Live. I've been wanting to do more of these lately, and I haven't done them, and I'm just so happy to be on here with you guys. I love these things. So happy New Year's, everybody. Um, what, okay, yesterday, my friend, on Instagram, how there's like different templates and you can fill out like what were your favorite 10 favorite places you visited or whatever like that. And my friend posted one that said, what were all the gifts that you received in the last decade? And so it had little pictures of like 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 14, 15, 16, all the way through. And then you could put little emojis for what you were gifted. And I loved that like idea. And so I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to go through and I'm going to write down everything that I like what each year was and all of the amazing things that I created in each year. And I thought it was just such a cool exercise. So what have you created in the last decade that you have not acknowledged that is keeping you from knowing the value of you? And everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pot and pock, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What gift have you been to the world over the last decade that you have not acknowledged? And everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. I'm like doing shiny objects. I see that I put a little extra eyeliner under my eye that I didn't mean to put, but it was on my other eye, but Facebook Live like mirrors me, and I'm like, why did that makeup move from one eye to the other? But it's because Facebook Live is backwards. Anyways, squirrels, shiny objects. So what, what have you been, done, chosen, and been that you have decided was terrible, not enough, useless, and valueless, that has actually been a gift that has changed the world? Get the energy of that puppy. Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And what have you decided is wrong with you that is your gift and voice in the world? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So, and welcome to everybody who's coming on. This is so wonderful. I'm seeing so many faces of so many wonderful people. I'm so glad that you guys are here. So I named this Facebook Live Having Your Voice in the World with Money. Money was just talking to me this morning and was like, talk about me, Julia, talk about me. And I'm so excited. I'm like all right voice for you right now because I just became a right voice for you facilitator, and I'm just all about these freaking tools. But one of the things is like, I love this idea of having our voice with all these different areas of our life. Having your voice in your relationship, having your voice with money, having your voice with creativity, having your voice with who you are in the world, and not shrinking yourself. So what is you having your voice with money? And everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. I'm going to tell you a little story. This is from Simone. Simone said, okay, so Simone was doing something, I can't remember the whole story, but she was making herself less than money, and she was choosing some things based on the money. And Dane looked at her and said, hey, when are you going to stop making money more valuable than you? And when like that story hit me so hard. It's like, I have so many times made money so much more valuable than me. So where have you made money more valuable than you? And everything that is times a godzillion will you destroy and uncreate it all. You silly wombat. If you're Australian. If you're not Australian, you're still a wombat if you're making money more valuable than the wonderful and amazing you. So everything that is right and wrong, good and bad, all nine pot and pock, shorts, boys and beyonds. It's like you have this gift, you are this gift. And what is one of the things of this reality that we will always shut down the gift that we are in favor of? Money. See, I was trying to get this hair out of my mouth, but because I'm backwards, I went like this. But it's actually on this side. This is very funny. This whole backwards thing. Anyways, so what, oh my gosh. Would you be willing to stop killing your being and invoking stress on yourself in favor of money? What if 2020 was the year, people? Everything that is right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pot and pock, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And it's this question, who knows if this will turn up backwards or not. If I had 10 seconds to live the rest of my life, what would I choose? What if instead of worrying about money, you just chose things? It's like I'm really starting to get this tool deeper and deeper and enjoy this tool more and more. It's like thinking is a bad idea for you. A really bad plan. Doing, creating, and choosing things just like, okay, now I'm going to do this. Now I'm going to do this. Now I'm going to do this. Now I'm going to create this. That's what allows you to have enough money to create what you would like to create. Worrying about money destroys your money flows. Everything that is right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pot and pock, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay? So what if just for today, just for this New Year's Eve day or evening, wherever you are in the world, just for the rest of it until it strikes New Year, you were like, now what would I like to choose in this 10 seconds? Now what would I like to choose in this 10 seconds? And don't make any of those choices wrong. Even if you wanted to like poop in your pants, it's not a wrongness. You just chose in 10 seconds. Now, what would that choice create? You'd have to clean up the poop in your pants or convince somebody else to clean up the poop in your pants. But that would be a choice, and it wouldn't be a wrong choice. Now, but what would you actually like to choose in every 10 seconds? Rather than what's the right choice that's going to make me money? What's the wrong choice that's going to kill my money? What's this? What's this? What's this? What if instead of all that craziness, you actually looked at what was fun in every 10 seconds and you could change it every 10 seconds? Linda asked, what exactly do you mean by that, Julia? That was a few minutes back, Linda. Could you ask me more specifically and I'll answer your question? Happy to answer it. So what brilliance with money are you that you are killing, annihilating, crushing, decomposing, and killing? And everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod, pog, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What if you're actually choosing to listen to this video of mine because you are one of the few people in the world who has amazing talents and capacities with money? And do you know what one of our amazing talents and capacities with money is that we usually think is a wrongness that's actually a strongness? It is taking the poverty out of other people. How many of you are taking the poverty out of other people, healing their money flows, and thinking that your lack of money flows is actually yours? What if it's actually theirs? Everything that is times a godzillion, Will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine pot and pock, shorts, boys and beyonds. Cool. Oh, so many wonderful people on here. I'm so grateful for all of you guys. So what can I else? Okay. So what else would like to be said? So if you could create anything in 2020 and beyond, I mean, you don't really want to give yourself and the universe the time constraint of 2020. Might not be your best choice. The universe likes space, not like do it in this amount of time. The universe is like, what? I don't know what time is. Stop putting that in my world. But what would you actually like to have as a future? Right now, my screensaver is this. It's this iPhone has not been backed up, but that's not what I want to show you. That's not the conscious thing. It's, what if I was willing to create futures beyond this reality? So every time I look at my phone, I'm like, oh yes, what futures am I creating? What would it be like to go beyond this reality? So what futures beyond this reality, and not just one future, not what future, you're capable of futures. What futures beyond this reality are you now capable of generating, creating, and instituting? And everywhere that the past is more valuable, that everything that's wrong about you is valuable, that all of your partying and drugs and pain and all the horrible things that you've decided that you've done and perpetrated on other people, what if you didn't have to punish yourself for that anymore? What if you are not as wrong and bad as you think you are? If you killed somebody, I'm not worried about it. I'm not concerned about it. It's like, why are you worried about it? Why are you concerned about it? Why are you hurting yourself and making yourself into a wrongness and into a pile of poo-poo? There's nothing that you've done in your past that is worth destroying your future over. Nothing. Okay? So everything you've done in your past that you think is worth destroying your future over. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, I'm so silly. Oh, I can't create anything. I'm lazy. You know, how many of you think that you're too lazy? Is it really that you're lazy, or is it something that you're just not willing to be? And everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. What are you unwilling to know about you? Like how wonderful are you that you're not willing to have? That if you were willing to have it, would make you stopping your future from showing up. Everything that is right, wrong, good, bad, all nine pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. What if this was a time? Oh, Linda says, boom! I say boom too. Boom. Boom to that. But it's like, what if this was a time that you were willing to stop killing your future? Because you're creating it sort of, and mostly you're killing it. For most people. So what if you were willing to stop killing your future? What if you went, you know what? I may be the wrongest, evilest person who did just way too many hard drugs in order to have a future. I don't even care. I'm going to create a future anyways. I'm awesome. You know? I don't care that I stole money from my mom's wallet to go to the movies when I was 4. Really, people will have these points of view that they think that they're wrong for the silliest things. Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pop, pop, shorts, boys, and beyond. You are not wrong. And you can have a future. So whenever you're stopping yourself, just go, anywhere I'm stopping my future, I destroy and uncreate that shit. Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pot and pock, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Anywhere you are stopping the future from showing up for you, will you destroy and uncreate that shit. Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pot and pock, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Cool. I'm gonna post this on YouTube, and now there's this thing on YouTube for the creators, for those of us who post videos on YouTube. You have to say, is this appropriate for children? Is this not appropriate? And right at the end, I made it inappropriate for children by saying shit. Shit. So everything that is right, wrong, good, bad, all night, pop, pop, shorts, boys, and so Linda's asking, how do I get connected to those futures? Well, that's a really good question. Super, super good question. Well, the way that you separate from those futures is by judging yourself. If you didn't judge yourself, you would automatically be connected to those futures. Okay? So, how many of you are actually more connected to those futures than you realize? When you're happy, you're connected to those futures. Okay? So, excuse me. So, excuse me. So being happy connects you to those futures. And what else can I tell you about connecting to those futures? There's lots of things. I mean, it's like asking questions is another big one. It's all these like things that you just have to like be and choose rather than like do or work hard for. Connecting to those futures is like being happy and asking, waking up in the morning and asking, hey, futures, what can I contribute to you today? What can I receive from you today? There's somebody on here named Carrie Fisher, which is the name of the Star Wars person, which is really cool. Hey, Carrie Fisher. I'm coughing, excuse me. So, okay. So, guys, acknowledging your brilliance connects you to those futures. I just want to like grab you by your turtleneck and shake you and go, you're wonderful. Nothing that you've done is wrong. Nothing that you've done is bad. I don't care how many people you've killed or how many hard drugs you've done. It doesn't matter. You're incredible. Because the truth is, you would not be here if you weren't. You'd be like watching freaking reality TV or doing something inane and boring. You're here, and that means something. You're listening to these things. That creates something in the world. You're choosing to become more conscious. So Anita's laughing and it's making me laugh because Anita is watching this and she's my friend from the Netherlands and she's one of the people with the greatest senses of humor that I've ever met in my life. She's absolutely hysterical. So the idea of her sitting at home in the Netherlands on New Year's Eve listening to this and laughing just makes me really happy. It's very funny. It's like, what is the future that only you are capable of? And everything that is times a godzillion will you destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, all night, pot and pock, shorts, boys and beyond. For those of you who are on this Facebook Live, who are new to Access, I'm using the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. And basically it's a way to take a whole bunch of energies of limitation and ways to clear them. So it's like looking at where you're right, wrong, good, bad, all of those different things. So anyways, it's like, what is the future that only you know is possible and available? Because we're all so incredibly unique as beings and so different from one another that it's only when we try to be normal or we try to be proper to our own detriment, or we try to be something that we're not, that we stop actually being us, creating those futures, start being less than us. We kill and destroy our brilliance, and we kill and destroy our voice in the world. So anyways, everything. Oh, and if you want to know more about the clearing statement, go to www.theclearingstatement.com, and my wonderful friend Dane explains it. It's awesome. So, but you are so different than everybody else around you that you have these mega amazing capacities that nobody else has. But we don't know that because people tell us our whole lives that we need to be normal and we need to fit in and we need to be like everybody else, and that there's only one or two ways of doing things, when there's so many ways of doing things and there's so many ways of creating things. One time I saw that Gary Douglas, the founder of Access, was doing something, and I don't remember what he was doing. But he showed me this one way of doing things. I wish I remembered the specifics. But I saw how he did something, and he did it completely differently than anybody I had ever seen do it. And I was like, it just like it, you know, when you like really get something, like you can get something conceptually, you can read it in a book, you can hear it in a class, you can hear it in an Access class, and you go, oh, that's an amazing thing, you know, I'd like to have that, or I'd like to be like that. But it's different than when like it like is an epiphany and it like comes over you and you're like, holy fucking shit. See, look, I ruined it for the children again. Holy fucking shit. This is a whole different way to live. This is a whole different way to be in the universe. This is a whole different set of things. That I saw that day. And I went, oh my gosh. And I said to him, there is a whole different way of doing absolutely everything in this world. And he's like, yep, that's how I live my life. And I was like, oh, I want to live like that. I want to do everything completely differently than everybody else does it. Everybody else. I want to do it. Oh, it's like the Viagra commercial. See? I did it for the kids again. But it's like the Viagra commercial. It's like, I did it my way. You know? It's like you've got to do it your way. And you figure out your way by not judging yourself. Interesting point of view. I have this point of view about me. By not judging yourself, and you do it by, what's the other way you do it? Oh yeah, by asking questions. What is valuable about me that I'm not willing to perceive, know, be, and receive? What is valuable about you that you are not willing to perceive, know, be, and receive? You wombat. Everything that is, right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pot and pock, shorts, boys and beyonds. What if you were willing to give up being a crazy wombat in favor of being a powerful being? A really powerful being. And not powerful like, oh, I'm so powerful I can abuse others or anything like that. What if you were powerful in the way of being incredibly cool, incredibly kind, incredibly sexy, incredibly wonderful, incredibly eccentric and different? But none of that even mattered because you were just being you and you were just living your day, changing people's lives left and right everywhere you went. You know, it's like it's time for a new era. We can have a really cool time together. Or not together, or whatever. But together, because, you know, we're all one anyways. Not to sound metaphysical, but it's like we are freaking super cool. I hate to tell you this, you're super cool. Super cool. And, you know, it's like, man, I just wish I could take every single person and just shove the future that's available to them down their throat. You know, what the heck future is available to you that is just so wonderful, so different, and so possible? But everybody goes, oh, well, yeah, that sounds like a nice idea, Julia, but I don't get it. Or, oh, well, that sounds like a nice idea, but I'm too old for that. It's like, man, if you're too old for that, you might as well just kill yourself. Because there's so much possible, and unless you're gonna like just like Live your life to the fullest. What if surviving and being boring and doing things the right way is not your cup of tea? What if you have something really different to offer? And all you have to do is just be nice to yourself, be kind to yourself, and be like, what can I do today that would make me happy right away? What can you do today that would make you happy right away? And that's the 10-second increment thing that I was talking about. It's just a trick question to trick you into 10-second increments. What can I do today that would make me happy right away? You know, it's like, this is your life, man. You're a great fucking gift. You're different. And I used to think, oh yeah, Gary says that to everybody. Dane says that to everybody. Obviously, they don't know me. I'm a piece of crap who can't get my life together. But no, you wouldn't be here. Like I said, you'd be watching a reality TV show right now. And Donna wrote down the comment. Awesome. What can I do today that would make me happy right away? You're like Donna the Oracle today. Thanks, Donna. That's awesome. So, yeah, guys. So just go out and conquer and you know, what can you do in the next 10 seconds that would make you happy? What can I do today that would make me happy right away? All right. So, oh, I have to tell you guys about my free call coming up. I have a free Zoom coming up about Right Voice for You. And it's going to be on Zoom, like I said. We already have 500 people registered, and I hope billions more people register. Chelsea, can you post the link here in this? I'm gonna do, yeah, so I'm gonna do this Right Voice for You taster because I'm just screaming Right Voice for You from the rooftops. So we're gonna get down, on Zoom, and we are going to do a big Right Voice for You talk. What is Rice Voice? Rice. Oh, could you imagine if it was called Rice Voice for You? That's funny. It would be like a whole bunch of people. It would be like ladies in aprons. And it would be like this like rice workshop where everybody like learned how to make rice perfectly. And then they like all compared rice, and it would be like, is that the rice voice for you? Oh, it's so funny. So yeah. So and then yeah. So anyways, I want to invite you guys to that free Zoom. Come play. We've got tons of Right Voice for You classes all over the world. I've got Right Voice for You coming out of my ears. I'm going to the Netherlands, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan this next month in January, New York City. So lots of right voices possible and available. And man, just remember, you are the difference in the world. You are the gift in the world. You are the possibility in the world. And you are weird. And you are always going to be the weird kid. So that is your greatness. Don't ever stop trying to be the weird kid, because you are the weird kid. And the world needs you to be the weird person that you truly be. Because you're going to show people that the way that things are done is not the only way of doing them. There's a whole different reality available. There's a whole different world available that you might not have even tapped into yet. Okay? So be the inspiration, show the world, and stop making yourself wrong. I know it's easier said than done. Please stop it. Stop it before I kill you. Oh, also, oh, Chelsea's not here with the link. Somebody needs to put the link. I might have to put the link myself because Chelsea has a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old running around her house. And probably got distracted by him. Hold on. Let's just find the link. It's happy find the link time. It's time to find the link. Have you found the rice voice for you? Do you know what is the best rice? There's the link. So everyone can go there. Yay! Everyone can go there and sign up for the free telecall. And you guys are awesome. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe the people on this call. Like, it's like all my favorite people just joined a call. I can't even believe it. Thank you guys all so much for being here and for the gift that you are. And thank you for being in my life and for the gift that you are in my life. And I am such a lucky person. And I hope that you get that that's true for you too. This is a time to have a whole new world and a whole new reality. And if you want it, it's yours for the taking. There's 1,000 tools, 1,000 videos, 1,000 ways of learning what it's going to take to be you in the world. So Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being awesome. And if I don't talk to you in the next few hours, I'll see you next year. Bye, everybody. Yay! Happy Julia. All right. Happy New Year's, everybody. I just don't want to leave because I just love the energy of this. This is so fun. Okay, I'm going to leave because I can't just sit here and look at you. Okay, thanks, guys. Thank you for everything. I'm so grateful. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.